No intro since I don't want to waste your time, onto the video. On June the 17th, 2022, 7:50 PM UK time, Leakerspeaker, who I will now just refer to as Leaker, released 3 screenshots of 21-year-old Space allegedly flirting and talking about booking a hotel room with an allegedly 16-year-old girl. I will put said screenshots on the screen so you can pause to read, and I will also link my sources down below in the description. Leaker reiterates in the replies that the ages were allegedly 16 and 21 respectively. For clarity to the viewers, there is no hard evidence that has been publicly released as of the making of this video showing that, firstly, Space knew or thought that the girl he was talking to was 16 at the time, and, secondly, that the girl was actually 16 in the first place. Leaker had also posted Space's nudes, but swiftly deleted them. Here's proof of Leaker asking me whether to delete the images, and obviously I say yes, because simply put, 2 wrongs don't make a right. A few people tagged me in the replies of Leaker's original tweet, and I stated that I was in contact with the alleged victim, and that the situation should go public soon, which I will explain later. I was given the supposed victim's Discord by Twitter user Schizophrene, who I will now just refer to as Freen. Freen had joked about the situation before Leaker had posted the 3 screenshots. The tweet is now deleted, so I obviously can't show it, even with the Wayback Machine, but what I can show is my response to Freen in DMs. As you can see, I DM'd Freen at 6:17 PM UK time regarding the Space situation. Freen then gave me the girl's Discord, in which I proceeded to message her. For reasons of privacy and confidentiality, and to minimize witch hunting or harassment, I will keep the girl's name anonymous, and despite her name being leaked on Twitter, I just don't want to add fuel to that fire. Before I move on to more evidence, I will quickly address the thing about me saying how the situation should go public soon, and in my initial message to Freen, I mentioned how there is supposed to be some big creator that was going to expose Space. I say this because Freen, in a now deleted tweet, stated how soon there was going to be someone with a decently sized following planning to go over the entire situation. I've been told who this creator or person is, but I will keep their name confidential because I don't want to put undue pressure on someone releasing a document that might not even have key evidence in the first place. I highly doubt that a document with key evidence would be kept out of the public's eye. Keep in mind, the Overwatch League has acted swiftly to these kinds of situations. For example, in the Provide situation, screenshots have been released of him flirting with a 16-year-old when he was 20, and the London Spitfire soon dropped him afterwards. This situation is just as, if not, more serious than the Provide situation, and Space has yet to be dropped, so I can reasonably assume that there isn't key evidence either at all, or yet to be shown. Some have critiqued Freen for their inconsistency and unreliability as a source, so some might say that I didn't DM the right person, and this person I messaged isn't the victim at all. Whilst I do understand that skepticism, even cynicism, I will show a screenshot that has not been publicly released as of now, which I assume is supposed to be a screenshot of the document that was supposed to be released. This screenshot just shows a minor part of the story in that apparently the moderators of the LA Gladiators Discord were given a budget so they didn't protest against the whole Space situation, although I'm sure there's more charitable interpretations of that. Even the moderator team stated that they'd rather lose than have a bad person who's good at the game, but regardless, this is just to show that I did indeed message the correct person. If you're wondering about who that Charlie McQueen person is, don't worry, I'll explain it. Aside from that, that's about all the extra screenshots and evidence I have. Everything else shown before and throughout this video is all to the public's eye. Charlie comes into play when Leaker had posted another screenshot soon after the original 3 on June the 17th, showing Charlie, the voluntary community manager for the LA Gladiators Discord, messaging Alex Rubens, the lead of the organization The Guard that controls the LA Gladiators. Alex states that they had reviewed the investigation internally with a flag from Brenda, which I will swiftly go onto, and have concluded the investigation. Charlie replies back, stating that they did not even contact the victim to get their side of the events, and as a result, Charlie resigns. Alex replies back, stating that this has nothing to do with keeping Space on the roster, and feels sorry for Charlie's resignation. Fast forward to June the 23rd, and Leaker had posted more screenshots. This time, it was with someone messaging Brenda, who is staff and a moderator for the LA Gladiators. She states that, and for reference, this was back in April 2022 when the situation was still private, that they looked further into this and were provided the full chat logs and additional evidence. Based off these logs, this individual was misrepresenting their identity and age to Indy. We won't be taking further action at this time, but we'll be keeping your eyes on the situation. Fast forward to July the 2nd, 2022, and Space is back playing in the Overwatch League. More specifically, against the Toronto Defiant on Circuit Royale, so it's implied that the situation is currently over and concluded. Some on Twitter, such as Super's editor Steffe, stated that they wanted just a statement from the LA Gladiators just addressing the situation instead of quote-unquote sweeping it under the rug. So that's the situation. Unless more evidence comes out against Space, he still remains innocent, and in the eyes of some people, he's in fact the victim of the situation. One Reddit comment on Overwatch TMZ, with a few awards and a few hundred upvotes, stated that nothing has been released that this person is even 16 to begin with, along with his reputation being smeared and having revenge photos being posted of him. So that's the video. I hope that clears things up, and if this situation comes up again in the next few weeks or months, I will likely leave a pinned comment, or if the situation expands by a lot, I might make a part 2. Until next time.